Bhute Mahadeyayi Purvibu Nirmaya Setiyat Amashu Purusha Bhunte Gunam Sodasa Sodasa Atmaka Solang Kristai Bhagavan Vishnu Solang Kristai Bhagavan Vishnu Akila Jagata Guru Vachana Se Amar Alamkrita Parivaga Mata Kumam तब कृपा हो हमारा कथा शुद्ध हो सुनिया सब मोकम करोति वाचा मंगलते यत्कृपातमं वन्दे गुरुं दीनतन्दिने मुखेर भाग्य मनसेर उल्लास दो समय अदम करुण के दास हरे कृष्णा welcome very warm welcome all the devotees International Society for Krishna Consciousness ISKCON welcomes all of you to this most wonderful Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 18 chapters, 18 days, 18 sessions, 17th chapter, 17th day, 17th session. Srimad Bhagavad Gita means beautiful song of God. Srimad means beautiful, Bhagavad means God, and Gita means song. I would say it's a beautiful song of love from the heart of God. He's saying, my dear living entities, why are you suffering? Please, come back to me. My love for you is unconditional. Please, you also love me unconditionally. Why are you being separated from me? I am happy, but I'm not happy to see that you are not happy. Please come, be happy, make me happy. So that is the mood of Krishna, and in which he mentioned who is Sur and Asur. Sur means divine qualities, Asur means demonic qualities. They are the two extremes in the human society. In simple words, one who is in tune with the Lord's tune is Sur, and one who is not in tune with Lord's tune is Asur. In Hindi, we may say, जो भगवान के सुर से सुर मिला है वो सुर है, जो भगवान के सुर से सुर ना मिले वो असुर है. But in this world, everything is not black and white, black and white. Between black and white, there is vibgyor, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, vibgyor, and black. Similarly, everybody is not as nobody is as demonic as Hiranyakashipu, and nobody is as divine like Prahlad Maharaj. In between, there are. So Arjuna wants to know, yeah, in the class, there are some students who really are very doing well, and some are not at all doing well, but in between there are others also there. So Arjuna is inquiring, what about others who are not that demonic, but also not that spiritual? Please let me know about them. Okay. So for better understanding and easy assimilation of the subject matter, we will have the session in the following manner. Phase 1, we will see Arjuna's inquiry. Phase 2, we will see uh, how to identify who is closer to divinity and who is closer to demonic qualities. Hare Krishna. And in phase three, we see what are the foods and the sacrifices. So, how to identify will be a person who is more closer to divinity, and how to identify a person who is more close to uh, demonic tendencies. It can be seen by four things: the worship they do, the food they eat, and the sacrifices they make, and charity they give. These four things will be mentioned in this chapter. This chapter is very easy and simple, and it's very interesting also. Again, for better understanding, we can just remember the three brothers, Vibhishan, Kumbhakarna, and Ravan. Vibhishan, Ravan, and Kumbhakarna. Satogun, Rajagun, and Tamagun. So Arjuna is saying, I have understood the two categories of divine and demonic, but what about people who studied the Vedas, yet they are not becoming spiritual? They are not understanding Vedacha Sabir, Aham Nava Veda Vedanta Veda Vid Eva Jana. Although they practice some they are religious, but they are not spiritual. So how can we understand what is their nature of their faith? So are they divine or demonic, or how can they be? They are in which category? They are in Satoguna like Vibhishan, or Rajaguna like Ravan, or they are in Maguna like Kumbhakarna. Arjunavacha e shastra vidim utsrejya ejante shraddhayanvita tesham nishta tu ka Krishna sattvam aho rajastamaha. Where is their faith? Is their faith in Satoguna, Rajaguna, or Tamaguna? Where is their nishtha? In Satoguna, Rajaguna, or Tamaguna? O Krishna, Tesham nishtha tu ka Krishna Sattvam aho Rajastama Yajanti Shraddhayavanti. They are following some. They have given up Utsrijya. They have given up the actual teachings of Shastra. Actual teaching of the Shastra is Vedecha Sabir Aham Eva Vedyo Vedantakrit Vedavit Eva Chaham. What is the situation of those who do not follow the principles of the scriptures, who are not spiritual but ritual? They have their own kind of rituals. Are they in mode of goodness, passion, or ignorance? Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Shri means beautiful, Bhagavan means important, Vacha means speaks. Important, beautiful person is speaking something important, beautiful for us. That means we should pay complete attention. We should not be diverted. We should be totally focused, and because beautiful and something good and important is being said to us. Trividha bhavati shranta dehinam sa swabhavaja satviki rajasi chaiva tamasi chetitam shrinu. Yes, Arjun. Yes, there are three kinds of faith. For the living entity who stays in the body, embodied living entity, Dehinam. They are born with that swabhav, they are born with that nature. Ja means one, swabha means nature. They may be born with the Shraddha in Satvik, they may be born with Shraddha in Rajasic, they may be born with Shraddha in Tamasi. Please listen to this carefully, Arjuna. Dehinam, that is the embodied soul, can have their faith in them. How can we can find them, Krishna? Yes, I'm telling, have patience. Sattvanurupa sarvasya Shraddha bhavati bharata Shraddhamayoyam purusho Yoyak Shraddha sa eva cha. For that living entity the Purusha, the enjoyer, that personality, he is having his faith in Satoguna, Sattva Anurupa Sarvasya Bhavati, O Arjuna, O Bharata. We will see that now, O son of Bharata, according to one's existence, under the various modes of nature, one evolves a particular kind of faith. The living entity is said to be of that particular state according to that mode. Sattva, that is his consciousness. Sattva Anurupa Sarvasya. Every living entity evolves a certain kind of faith, and that particular kind of faith can be, from that we can understand whether he is in Satogun, Rajagun, or Tamagun. Oh, Krishna, how can we understand where is his faith at present? So we can understand whether it is Sattvagun, Rajagun, or Tamagun by the kind of worship he does. Which mode is present in various type of worship, Arjuna, Krishna? यजन्ति सात्विका देवान् यक्षराक्षसीं राजसा प्रेतान् भूतगणां चन्या यजन्ते तामसा जना. We find that Vibhishan is always worshipping Vishnu, Vishnu, Vishnu. Men in mode of goodness worship demigods. And those in passion, they worship demons. Like in Calcutta, Prabhupada, right, there was a gentleman who was worshipping Hitler. And because he found Hitler was very powerful, because he was worshipping Hitler, it is understood that he should be in mode of passion. In early 80s, in South India, they were worshipping M.G. Ramachandran, the famous politician, actor turned politician. So much so that at one time they made a temple for him also, and they were worshipping him. And after that, there was another very famous actress. She was so popular from South India that they made a beautiful temple for her, and they were worshipping. Devi ho Devi, Shri Devi, tumse badkar kaun, स्वामी तुमसे बढ़कर कौन, और तुम्हारे भक्त जनों में हमसे बढ़कर कौन, तो स्वामिनी हमसे बढ़कर कौन, देवी हो देवी श्री देवी. So they were worshipping also. They were making temples. So these kind of personality, we should understand that they are, they are actually, mode of passion. Sometimes we go to the students' hostel, they have Sylvester Stallone and also Schwarzenegger. So we should understand they are in the mode of passion. They are worshipping. So though we find that there are others who worship like, uh, Idi Amin, Idi Amin or that Twin Tower, breakers, you know. So they sometimes we find that some students worship those kind. So we should understand that they are in mode of ignorance. But Krishna, Shastra Vihitam Goram, but everybody is not worshipping. Like in India, we may find people are worshipping, going to temple, church and mosque, but in West India or the Western world, people, they don't go to temple. How can we see if they're not worshipping? Sastra-vitam goram tapayante ye tapo jana damba akara samyukta kamaraga balam vitaha. So in this way, those who go severe austerities and penance and not recommended in the scriptures, like Hiranyakashipu. There is one demon called Bhasmasur. He was cutting his flesh to please Lord Shiva. It's not recommended. It's severe austerities, penance. Not recommended in the scripture, performing out of proud and eagerness. And he was impelled by lust, and he saw Parvati and was mad behind her, an attachment. Who are foolish, they torture the material elements in the body, as well as the super soul is also feeling bad. Oh, why is he doing that? So we should understand. Shastra Vetan Goram Tapayanti Tapo Jana Damba Akara Samyukta Kamaraga Balanvita. They are in very much mode of ignorance. Karshayanta Sharirastam Bhutagramam Achetasa Mam Chaivantaha Sharirastam Tanvedi Asura Nishchaya. They are demons. But everybody is not that demonic, Arjuna. I understand that everybody is not as demonic like Hiranyakashipu, and everybody is not demonic as divine as Prahlad. But everybody is not worshipping. Then what to do? Then everybody is eating, Arjuna. Can anybody stay without eating? From their food we can find who they are. Ahastavapi, aharasta api sarvasya. Trivido bhavati priya yagyatapa tata danam tesham vedam imam shrinu. From their food, Arjuna, from their yagya, from their austerities, from sacrifice, austerity, and their charity. These four things will be described. Three slokas for ahar, three slokas for sacrifice, three slokas for austerity, three slokas for charity. Even the food which each person prefers is of three kinds, Arjuna, according to the three modes of material nature. Vibhishan used to eat fruits, and Ravana used to eat very chatpat things, tasty fried items, and Kumbhakarna was eating which was very obnoxious things like rotten eggs and muttons. Same is true for the sacrifice, austerity, yajna, tapa, and dan. So in this way, we will see here the distinction between them. Ayu sattva, the food which increases the our lifetime. Sattva, that improves our consciousness. Bala, the strength. Aroga, it makes us more healthy. Sukha priti, vardhanam, and brings us more happiness. And priti vardhanam, it brings love. Rasya, it is very juicy, snigdha, very beautiful to see, and fragrant, good fragrance. It makes our heart strong. Sthira hridaya. Ahar satvika priya. Ayu sattva bala arogya. Sukha priti vivardhana. Rasya snigdha sthira hridaya. Ahara satvika priya. For those who Vibhishan was eating fruits, and this fruits was increasing his lifetime, and it was purifying his existence, consciousness. It was giving him more strength, and he was getting more and more healthy and happiness and satisfaction. Such juicy, fatty, wholesome food is pleasing to us. It's called food in Satvika, and such a person is more and more of goodness. But Ravana, what about Ravana? He was eating more of pani puri, bhel puri, chatpats. Katva amla lavan ati ushna tikshna rukshva vidahina ahara raja asya eshta dukkha sokamaya pradam. Such food brings us pleasing and brings happiness. And Ravana, what was he eating? He was eating that food which was bitter. Oh, imli, tamarind, and sour things, salty things. Put more chatka laga ke de, bhaiya chatka laga ke. Put more chutney. It's very tasty. I want more pani puri. Oh, put more tikka chutney. Yes, yes. In khao gali be it. So we should understand they are more of passion. That are food which will increases passion. Bitter, sour, salty, hot. Garam chahiye. Hot tea, very hot. More spice, more chili. Pungent, dry pizza, dry this, burning. And after eating the food, the whole nine, after eating sattvic food, the whole nine doors, it is peaceful. After eating rajasic food, there is irritation in all the nine doors. you know in the morning there is irritation in the eyes, nose, ears, and also while passing water and you know throwing out the waste, there is burning sensation in rectum and anus. Such food cause distress, misery, and disease. And Kumbhakarna was eating rotten eggs. Yatayama, he was liking that. Yatayama gata rasam puti पर्युषितां च यत् उच्छिष्टम् अपि च मेद्यं भोजनं तामसा प्रियम्. Food prepared more than 3 hours before eating, which is tasteless, decomposed, putrid, consisting of remnants and untouchable elements like egg and muttons, is liked by those people who are in mode of ignorance. Like beggars, they are so depressed and they are in a hopeless condition that they go to the garbage and take whatever is rotten. They think that this is what they have to eat today. But a person in Sattva Guna, he will not even dare go. He will just pay obeisance to that from long. He will die, but he will not eat those things. A person in Sattva Guna will eat food which is prepared by those who are pure, and they will eat food which is served by pure people. They will eat food in a pure place, and they will eat food which is purchased by pure money. That is the money which is not bought by the four sins. Money which is the food which is not bought by murdering animals or by illicit activities, by gambling or intoxication. Whereas a rajasic person may get buy this food in that impure by impure activities, and they will be ready to eat food from the hands of food made by impure people who have not taken bath, and they may eat in a impure place also. But a tamasic person will eat everything which is impure. But a sattvic person in sattva will pay obeisance to that such foods from far. Phala Ankarshi Bir Yagyo. This is about the food, about the yagya. Swaha Swaha they do. Phala Kankshi Bir Yagyo Vidi Dishtoya Nijate Yastavyam Eveti Manaha Samadaya Satvika. He will do sacrifices as told by the scriptures. He will call the right kinds of brahmana. He will do it as a matter of duty. He will not Vibhishan will give donation to the people, and for to the and also serve prasadam after the after the yajna. Such a yajna is called in the mode of goodness. But a person, Ravana was doing yajna, but he was doing because he wanted to show off that he's also a big man. Abhisandayatu phalam dambartam api chaiva yajte bharata shrestha yajanti bharata. Abhisandayatu phalam damba artam apichevayad ichte bharata sreshta tam yagyam vidhi rajasam. Whereas Ravan was performing yajna, but he was performing yajna for material benefit. He wanted to show off that he is a big man. He's doing something religious, but he's not spiritual. The chief of Bharatas. You should understand such kind. I want my name that I am doing thousand yegas by state so and so. And sometimes you may not follow the rules and regulations of the scriptures, and he may not treat the brahmanas also with you know lot of respect. Like Indra did an yajna wherein he killed the brahmana because he was in mode of passion. He want power. He killed Vishwarupa, son of Twashta, and then we know how Vritasur came. So he did not give respect to the Brahmana who was doing yajna. But like Kumbhakarna, he also does yajna, but avidhipurvakam. Vidhihinam shristanam mantrahinam adakshinam shraddha virahitam yagyam tamasam parichapsate. Any sacrifice. Yeah, Kumbhakarna was doing sacrifices. Not according to the right time, right place, according to the scripture. And he was eating the food without distributing the food. And sometimes mantras were not chanted properly. And he did not give donations to the priest without faith. He was angry always. We can see a person who is in mode of ignorance, passion by these activities. If he is paying obeisance, austerity of the body, austerity of the mind, austerity of three kinds, austerity of mind, body, and speech. We find that if somebody is paying obeisance to elders, to guru, to brahmanas, to devtas, like we heard that His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj used to pay obeisance to Hanuman, Rama, demigods, all the photo in Canada. That is Sattva Deva Dvija Guru Pragya. While he was in flight, he was doing Gayatri. And after Gayatri, we pay obeisance to Guru and Acharya. So he paid obeisance to them because he was in Sattva Deva Dvija Guru Pragya Pujanam Socham Arjavam Brahmacharyam Ahimsa Cha Sharira Tapa Uchate. For a devotee, for a person who is in mode of goodness, he pays obeisance to uh, demigods, gurus, brahmanas, and intelligent people. And he keeps his body clean, and he has a simple living, high thinking, and he maintains his brahmacharya and his ahimsa. He follows ahimsa. He doesn't create violence. That is tapasya of in mode of goodness. But a person in passion, he may just give respect if there is something, if there is some benefit to. Otherwise, he will not even dare say hello. He will say, "How are you?" if there is something required. If there is nothing required, he will say, "Who are you?" He will not even worship them, and he will sometimes even not take bath. And for him, it's not simple living, high thinking. It is high living, simple thinking. Simple thinking means thinking about food and sleep, sex, and he's always agitated with the opposite sex, and sometimes violent also. Person who is in mode of ignorance, he may forget about at least in Rajaguna, he may not give respect, but he may break the photos and tear the photos of Devi Devtas and great personalities. Mode of ignorance, madness. He will be dirty. He will not take bath. For him, he's neither living nor thinking. His living is deadly and his thinking is also deadly. Brahmacharya, crazy fellow, made total of mad for sex. Very violent. He will kill himself and kill others also. Such a person. Austerity of body is worshipping the Supreme Lord, Brahmanas, supreme spiritual masters, superiors, fathers, mothers, cleanliness, simplicity, and non-violence. Anudvega karam bhagyam satyam priya hitam chaya swadhyaya abhyasanam chaiva van mayam tapa uchate. The austerity of speech. For a person in Satvaguna, Anudvegna Karam Vakyam, he speaks words which will not agitate others. He will speak the truth. Satyam Priya Priya Satyam Priya Priyam Priya Priyam Priya, and for others' benefit. He will speak only if there is benefit for others, he will just keep quiet. He will recite slokas like we are doing it now. Swadhyaya, and it does a lot of abhyasa of what he heard. For a person in mode of passion, he will speak words which will agitate others. And he may speak the truth also, but in a very bad way. Like His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami, he will say, hey, oh, you are looking very healthy. But there was other devotees say, no, he's not healthy. Gurudev, he's fat. He's going fat. That's what I'm saying. So he's speaking the truth, but in a very sweet way. He's not saying you are fat, so. So that is, Rajagun. And a person in Samagul say you fat, so you are good for nothing. That is like totally will speak words which will hurt us. And a person in Rajagun and Tamagul never ever read scriptures. This is the austerity of speech. Mana prasada samyo mana prasada soumyatvam maunam atma vinigraha bhava samsuddhir iti etat tapo manasam uchate. The austerity of mind is just be pleased with whatever we have. Person Vibhishan was always pleased. If something happens the way he wants, it is Krishna's mercy. Something happens the way he does not want, it's Krishna's desire. And he knows Krishna's plan is desire is far better than my desire. And his mind is peaceful. Satisfied with whatever he has. He doesn't say more. I want another wife. I want more. No. But Ravan was never satisfied. I want more wives, more money. And he was not living a simple life. He was living a complicated life. And he was living a grave. He was always grave. Vibhishan. Self-controlled. That is the austerity of mind in Vibhishan. But those Ravan and Kumbhakarna did not have such austerities. Shraddhaya parayattam tapasthatrividam nare afalakankshabhiryukte satvikam pari chaksate. Austerity of mind, austerity of tongue, austerity of speech, austerity of body is also of three types. If somebody who is doing this austerity not for getting some material benefit like Vibhishan. He just did it because it's a duty. He is in mode of goodness. But Ravan, Satkaramana puja artam tapodambena chaivat yat kiryate tad iha bhuktam rajasam chalam adruvam. He performs austerity of body, preach pranam. Huh? If there is some benefit required, no, then he will give respect. Gade ko bhi baap banata. He will make donkey also father. Worship donkey also. If there is some work required, how are you? If there is no work required, who are you? They will give respect, worship if there is some benefit. Otherwise, who cares? Who are you? They are neither stable nor permanent. Muda grahina atmano ya vidaya kiryate tapah parashutsa tanartam patamasa udartam. A fool, out of foolishness, he will torture his body and torture his tongue also and injure others also. Such a person is mode of ignorance, like Kumbhakarna, like that, that twin tower breaker, like killer of Rajiv Gandhi. They were destroying their body. Okay, I think we should put the mute,
Yes, Maharaj, I'll do it, Edmund.
Datavyam iti yad danam diti. Now we can see donation also. Who is going donation to whom and at what time? Datavyam iti yad danam diyate anu pakarine deshe kale cha patre cha taddanam satvikam smitam. This reminds me of a couple. I heard about them. They are from Rajasthan, Sikar Jilla. They were sweepers, but they used to give donation early morning to to the right person, that is sadhus, right place, right time. So they were blessed. They were getting 1 rupee every day, 1 rupee per month. With that, they used to give. They used to get only 5 paise per day, or 10 paise per day, or 15 paise per day. They used to give 70% of that, 70 paise to sadhus, irrespective of whatever. They were blessed. Then they became little rich. They started selling vegetables. They were getting 100 rupees per month, and they used to give 70 rupees to sadhus morning. Deshkal Patra, Danam Satvikam Smritam. And they became more rich. They had a small tarkari vegetable shop. So they were getting 1,000 rupees. So they were giving 700 rupees to sadhus. Deshkal Patra cha Taddanam Satvikam. And then they were getting more. So they got a big grocery shop. Again, 70% they used to give to sadhus. Deshkal Chapatra cha Taddanam Satvikam. And they got so much, they made a big super mall. They made so much super mall that today they don't know how much cars they have, how much money they have in the bank. Their children also. So they did 15 years ago the biggest Mahabharat Katha. They called a sadhu from Vrindavan, Rajendra Goswami Maharaj. For 30 days, they called all the saints from all over India, Kanyakumari to Kashmir, Jagannath to Dwarkanath, all the sadhus. Flight ticket, train ticket, accommodation, everything, 30 days. Why? It is said that if we give 10 rupees at the right time, right place, at the right person, you get 10,000 times more. But that is sattvika. Yattu prati yupa ar yattu pratyupa kara artam palam uddishya va punah diyate cha pariklishtam taddanam rajasam smritam. That donation which is given, charity is given out of some expectation. My name should come, or out of some fruity desire. If they give this donation, I should get more, or it is given in a grudging way. Oh, take this money and go. Don't waste my time. Why are you coming again and again? It's in the mode of ignorance. Like a man, he was told, give donation, give donation, give donation. So he came next day to give donation. He took a coin, 20 rupees in his hand, clutched tightly and came. By the time he came, he found his hand was full of sweat. She opened and he said, oh, my dear, 20 rupees, you are so much in love. In my separation, you're crying. You don't want to leave me. Okay, I will also not leave you. He took his 20 rupees and went back. So he's like, mode of passion. Another person, he heard that giving donation, Gupta Dan, Gupta Dan, Gupta Dan, Gupta Dan means give donation, but it should be incognito. It should the name should not be revealed. So he called the devotees, my dear devotees, please come to my office, take 25 lakh rupees donation. So devotees were happy. They went to donation. He gave the donation, 25 lakhs, he written everything. The devotee was very happy. He was mad. He was excited. He went, ran, and gave to the accountant in the temple. Accountant said, yeah, everything is right, but there's no signature. Oh, the devotee said, okay, he must have forgotten. He ran back and he said, sir, please, sir, please. What? Why have you come again? Arey, sir, you given the donation, but you did not sign. Arey, you only said donation without name is uh, uh, gives more fruit. So donation should be given, but the name should not be given. That's why I did not reveal my name. I did not sign. So these kind of donors are actually in mode of passion, grudging mode, or they want some name and fame. Adesha kale yad danam. They give donation, so that they will get quick darshan. Or kalash will be done. Otherwise, so that kind of donation is what? Modern passion. Yeah, if somebody is giving donation, but he's waiting for his turn, not no for it. So he's in Satvaguna. Adesha kale yaddanam apatrebhya cha diyate asatkritam avajnatam tattamasam udaritam. Giving donation to a wrong person at the wrong time in wrong place. Today is Friday night. I'm enjoying. Why am I having? Wow, a good time. Wow, today is Saturday night. I'm drinking and I'm eating and I am having a good time. Oh, this beggar. Oh, he is uh, uh, looking. I will give him mutton to eat, and I will give him a bottle of rum to drink. I will tell him, enjoy. So this is donation to a wrong time and a wrong place. Adesha. I will give donation to this fellow so that he will go and take a plane and he will take the twin tower. Oh, I will give donation to this lady. She will put bomb in her body and garland and kill herself and the prime minister. This is donation in wrong samaguna. While doing all these activities, whether worship, whether austerity, eating food, giving donation, or doing yajna, there is fault. So when we doing activities, there will be some mistakes, there will be some faults. To remove this fault, the devotees, the brahmanas used to chant Om Tat Sat iti Om Tat Sat iti Nirdesho Brahmana Trivida Sveta Brahmana Tena Vedascha Yagya Vihita Pura. So that used to remove that default. Tashmad Om iti Udarhitya Yagyadana Tapa Kriya Pravartante Vidana Satatam Brahmana Vadinam. Uh, by doing that, whatever sacrifice, charity, or food we are eating, worship we are doing, um, the fault will be removed. Om actually indicates the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Sat means that Supreme Personality of Godhead who is eternal. Tad iti anam bhi sandaya palam yajna tapa kriya phala yajna tapa kriya danam kriya cha vividdha kriyanta moksha kamshibi. And uh, uh, when we do that activity without desiring results, should be performed with the various kinds of activity, charity, with the word tat. Tat means that personality who from whom everything is coming. That is, tat also represent Krishna. Sat also represent Krishna. Om also represent Krishna. So by doing that, we also come out of the cycle of entanglement. Sadbhave sadhubhave cha saditi eta prayujyate pras pras aste karmani tata sachabda partha yujyate. So uh, the absolute truth is objective of devotional sacrifice. It is indicated by the word Sat. The performer of such sacrifice is called Sat. And as are all the work of sacrifice, penance, charity, which prove uh, to the absolute nature, are performed to please the Supreme Person of Godhead, O Son of Prita. यज्ञ तपसे दाने च सिद्धसद् इति चोक्यते कर्म चैव तदमर्तीयां सद् इति अभिधायते. अश्रद्धाया हुतं दातं तपतप्तं कृतं च यत् असद् इति उच्यते पार्थ न च तत्प्रेतया न इह. Anything done as sacrifice, charity, and penance without faith in Supreme Personality of Godhead, O Son of Prita, is impermanent. It is asat. It is useless both in this life and next. So we should do everything with faith and love. Everything will be. So Prabhupada, whenever he wrote letters, you will see in the end he will write. He'll start with. He will end with Om Tat Sat. You are ever well wisher. You know. He will begin with Om Tat Sat and end with Om Tat Sat. You are well wisher. A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada. So by chanting Om Tat Sat, donation, charity, austerity, sacrifice, worship, and food we eat, whatever there is fault will be taken care of, and our sacrifice will uh, be accepted by the Lord. Everything should be done with lot of Shraddha and faith. In this way, our life will be successful. We have to do Yajna Tapa. Without doing Yajna Tapa, we cannot stay. So, what Yajna we should do? Harinam Sankirtan Yajna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. What tapasya we should do? Tapasya is to chant the holy name of the Lord. The tongue wants to say, the ear wants to hear many things. The austerity is to hear and speak the mantra Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. And then we should give donation of Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Yajna Dan Tapa we have to do till we leave the body. What is the Yajna Tapa? That is Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If we do, our life will be successful. Krishna will be pleased. So from now till we leave this body, we should do Yajna Tapa and make our life successful. Hare Krishna. In the 18th chapter, again Yajna Tapa will be mentioned, and Krishna will say, without Yajna Tapa, nobody can live happily. So we should do Yajyadantapa, be happy and make others happy. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur, Hari Premanande. So 18th chapter is the most easiest, you know. Any question at this stage?